Today, Precarious plays
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. So basically what I'm saying is Final Fantasy XIV is an unredeemable failure because it doesn't have any Viera, and also Moogles aren't playable. So fuck it, am I right? Yeah.
I don't know if it counts if it's you that's agreeing with you.
It's one of the many advantages of being me.
Uh-huh.
I can agree with myself.
Yeah, and you can agree to count that, too.
What?
You can agree to count that as agreeing with yourself. You can agree to agree with yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay. See, you went...
You can make the argument that agreeing with yourself counts as being right.
You spiraled too quickly into recursive logic.
And we went into a tailspin and just
Yeah.
almost never made it out.
Damn it. Okay, he woke up and was able to act again on the same turn, and his attacks are quite powerful, you see. Fudge!
Don't.
It's probably
I don't like
fine.
Fudge that much. It's not that good.
Hey, it can be okay if you get the right Fudge.
Whatever. I guess it's alright.
Please hit.
Fudge is so messed up.
Please a hit. Why is Fudge messed up?
Well, I don't know. I guess it's just as messed up as any other candy. Except has a whole bunch of, like, fat in it on top of that. Yeah, Fudge is weird.
Is it?
It is my least favorite candy.
Are we talking about the same dessert?
Fudge. It is, like, made out of butter and sugar, and it is heated, and it's usually chocolate flavored. That's, like, the most normal flavor. Chocolate or peanut butter. So there's, like, fat and sugar, and you mix it together, and then you allow it to cool into like a cake loaf or brick of some kind,
Yeah.
and then you slice it up into very small squares.
Well, I mean,
And then
that's debatable.
and it has like this really horrifying like solidified icing texture
Yeah.
that like makes your teeth itch when you bite into it.
No.
And it makes you want to throw up a little.
Uh-uh.
So you just
We are not talking about the same dessert.
So you just lick it instead of eating it with your teeth. That's how I do it. Or I like use a little fork. Like I treat it like a cake.
I mean,
instead of
it's. I always thought of.
cookie.
I always thought of fudge as a cake.
No.
It's much closer to a cake
It is much closer to a cake
than,
because
say,
it
like
has-
a cookie.
Yes, it's much closer to a cake than a cookie. But I don't think fudge has any flour in it at all.
You know what?
I know so little about fudge because it is my least favorite dessert.
I like the flavor of fudge. I just don't eat it often because I know what. Well, I know most of what goes into it,
Yeah.
and I know that it's not. It's a sometimes snack.
It is definitely
the-
a sometimes snack.
It is the sometimes snack of sometimes snacks.
Yeah. It's basically butter and sugar all. It's like icing. It is very much like icing. but I
Yeah,
think
and it's
heat is
so
involved.
it's so rich that I can't eat a lot of it because it's always given me stomach aches even as a child.
Yeah.
Um,
It is definitely my least favorite dessert, I think. I'm trying really hard to think of
Least
another dessert that I like less.
oh please hit.
If kiwis count, I don't like
Ha ha
kiwis.
ha ha
I
ha.
don't think that's a dessert.
And
that's
now
a
I have it
fruit,
forever.
Right? Are we counting like fruits? Because there are plenty of fruits that. Well, actually, not that many. Just kiwis. I don't like kiwis.
Now I want fudge because now I'm wondering like, is fudge bad?
I think that it's pretty gross. I think it's like eating the icing off the cupcake and then not
Eating the
eating the
cupcake.
cupcake. But if you let the icing
Well, wait.
dry out.
It still has to be better than just eating the wrapper.
Yes.
Have you ever done that? I did it
I've
as a
accidentally
child.
eaten a wrapper of a
Me
cupcake
too.
before. Like, just
Accidentally. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, accidentally.
Mine was accidental. I don't know what you did, but I definitely took a big bite of the wrapper and then chewed it up and swallowed it and was like, that cupcake was tough. And then I was like, oh no.
Hey, have these been sitting out for a while? They're a little dry.
I mean, that's what I say about fudge, right? But gosh,
No, I'm pretty sure fudge is delightful, and it just has to be. It has to be good fudge. It can't just be like.
Yeah.
Okay, I would never have purchased and consumed fudge from like a high school bake sale.
right?
Is that where your fudge comes from?
No.
Okay.
Like, I think the only acceptable flavor of fudge is peanut butter, and that's because
Oh my god, I forgot about peanut butter fudge.
because it's
Conversation over. Fudge is the best
well
because peanut butter fudge.
peanut
lives
butter
there.
fudge is closer to peanut butter than it is fudge because most of the fat comes from peanut butter, and I already like peanut butter. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you put chocolate swirls through the peanut butter fudge, then that's close enough to a Reese's that I can make an exception.
These cups are
But
better
have you
than
ever had
fudge.
like a strawberry fudge?
Shut up! Don't make stuff up just to win arguments.
I hear it's fashionable.
Strawberry fudge.
No, they have all kinds of fudge flavors. Like I've had like raspberry fudge. Like people make berry flavored fudges and I wonder what's in them. Other than I guess it's just like fat and sugar and flavor. I'm not saying that I would never eat fudge, but offered an assortment of baked goods, I will leave the fudge alone every frickin' time in the face of nearly any other thing. I can't think of a single thing that would be like, oh yes, please give me the fudge instead.
Okay, let's stop talking about fudge because you've said it so many times that it's gone past no longer sounds like a word
Uh-huh.
and is now in the realm of sounding like a gross.
Fudge.
Oh, stop!
Fudge.
Yeah, don't talk about it anymore. I've doubled my chance of catching this monster. I was 5 before. Now it's 11. That's slightly better than double. Let's see if my... Nope.
Fudge. Sorry, I'm insane. Okay, here we go.
But wait, I don't need him to attack anymore, so I can try hitting him with dagger again, and it will at least lower his HP if it hits.
I don't remember, did Wildstar have cooking? Wildstar had cooking, right?
Yeah, I think it had crafts.
But I mean, like, cooking.
Oh, they usually do. MMOs.
I think so. I
They
feel
have
like
the
I would have
cooking.
remembered it more. Because of
Well,
my personal obsession.
WildStar's the crafting systems in WildStar were more interesting than I think they were in World of Warcraft, at least whenever I was playing.
Uh-huh.
Because it was all just menu driven. Like you hit a button and it rolls a die, and you get a thing, or maybe you don't.
Mhm.
I don't even actually remember if that's true. Maybe you put the resources in, and yeah, you get a thing out.
Mhm.
I cannot recall. I remember making a lot of bolts of fabric though. Anyway, WildStar, at least they had like the sort of like neat little low intensity coordinate crafting, right? Do you remember you had like a field and the items, possible
Yeah.
items, they were represented by little circles on a grid, and you had to add like little spices, little accessories to crafting.
Right.
Like different kinds of glue if you were doing carpentry, or actual spices if you were cooking,
Right.
to try to land in a coordinate zone. It was still just a bunch of dice rolls, but it was
It felt nice.
cute,
Yeah.
and it was different enough from bashing enemies' faces in. Oh, hold on, I forgot the whole reason why I brought up WildStar, because we've fudged around for so long.
I'm sorry about the fudge.
He can't act, so I just need to pummel him for a second. WildStar, it benefits from players and enemies both having a very similar system of interacting with one another.
Mm-hmm.
See, Final Fantasy XIV has that same like glowing template on the ground style of combat.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I'm aware, it is, like, I want to look around in a menu because I know some of my attacks are AoE. And whenever my allies use AoE attacks. Specifically, I'm thinking of the move Overpower. It does show up as a blue template on the ground. I would actually prefer if I had that same template for myself.
Yeah.
Because then it would be that much closer to Wildstar. All of the important enemy attacks give you a template on the ground that you need to maneuver around. But Wildstar still does it more, and it does it better, and it does it with most attacks, right? What do I need to do to resolve this battle? I need to move here. Wait. Oh, okay. Do the thing. 21. That's getting to be reasonable. I'll have several attempts because, okay, never mind.
You got it.
Wow, game, always with the spite. Thank you, I suppose. I got a second Panther soul, is that right? I didn't think you could have multiple souls. I guess that means, well, I guess you probably want to be able to so that we've got multiple morphers.
Ooh.
Well, that's that then. I completed all of my optional objectives. Let's, see if we can't...
Put a bow on it.
Explode this man. This bug man. This bug. It's just a bug.
It's just a bug.
Bugs can't be men.
It's a bug.
What could make a monster go crazy? Fireballs? Fireballs. Probably.
Is it fireballs?
Yeah, hit him with a fireball. At the end there. I mean, it's a little ambiguous. Maybe it's just sort of like a little burst of flame, but... Oh, hold on. Do monsters go mad like this often?
Well, we get jobs like this every once in a while.
Really? I wonder what causes it.
There are a number of theories, Kupo. I, for one, believe the crystal has theory.
Crystal?
They say the palace made these magical crystals, Kupo. Their magic is so strong that it affects the animals.
So you think a crystal is nearby?
I don't know, Kupo. Might just be a rumor after all. How could you make anything in a wrinkle in space?
Wow, you did read that correctly.
Yep, I did.
I looked at it and I was like, how could anything make a wrinkle in space?
That would make more sense.
A wrinkle in space, huh? Interesting. Well, no, I think they do actually produce them in wrinkles in space.
Okay.
Wrinkles in space! Hey, new kid mastered learning. He doesn't strictly need to be a blue mage anymore to learn blue magic. So how's that? This is neat what that is. Damn it. I forgot about this. Okay. We'll, put this in the right spot in between episodes. Bye.
All of those endings were terrible endings. This game was trying to fuck you today. Like,
no, you shut up. That was a Koopa ending. I'll have you know.
Ending.
Perhaps even Koopa Po.